the #1 place on the internet for Chinese tea education and for connecting with other tea aficionados and looking at cute cats on rooftops in China. This is Hoza, and Hoza's doing really well. And he's about to start doing even, I think he has a tea seed right there. And I think he does. He's doing really well. He's even going to do better because we're getting him off. I'm getting him onto some like high meat content wet food. And then eventually I'm going to transition him to just a biologically appropriate just meat, Cats are obligate carnivores. Wow, what a fine specimen. But yeah, I'm going to get this cat eating only meat. And it's probably going to be like chicken legs and chicken necks and ground beef. And I'll probably supplement him some taurine, just some of those vital minerals. But actually, there's a lot of taurine in meat. So that's going to be good for the cat. I'm getting the dogs on. They used to be on that kibble, and that's just trash. It really is. I've been doing a lot of research on this, and yeah, I just got to get the dogs on some real food. Probably going to be like chicken thigh quarters, chicken necks. Those are both pretty cheap. And why are we talking about this? Anyways, I got some great tea here. This is, what is this? Jin Jun Mei. Jin Jun Mei. Wu Yishan. Jin Jun Mei. Wow, they're so beautiful. I love those little golden buds. And then over here, I've got what I had the other day. Gushu Manua Mao Cha. Really nice. But I'm going to crack into this Jin Jun Mei. I'm thirsty. I am thirsty. Fasting again, because I like to tell everybody about it. So this is day 2. And this is probably going to be a short one. Whoops, lost some buds there. You know what? I'm going to drink this because, well, actually I'm going to rinse my cup just a little bit. And then I'm just going to, I didn't really rinse this Gongfu. I'm not afraid. I'm going to drink it. And, yeah, you don't always have to rinse it, especially if it's this delicious Jin Jun Mei. And, boy, I mean, look at that. Right off the bat, like a little 1-second rinse, you're getting this amazing flavor. Man, it smells so good. It's just like a crazy scent. Got the Chaozhou stove all fired up. It's a hot one today, guys, in the low 90s, and it's just as humid as ever. I was going to go hike the mountain, but I just know it's overrun with a bunch of tourists. These fly-by-nighters, they come into town just to exploit my little village. And then they just leave back to their high-rises in the city. And it just makes me sick. But actually, a lot of them are really afraid of dogs. So if I go hiking with my dog, you get some weird reactions. People in China, and perhaps for good reason, are frightened of dogs in general. And people will just like freeze, and like little kids will go like, ah, they'll start screaming. And it's, people are afraid of dogs. I mean, I keep my dog on a super short leash, and, but, yeah, it's like in the psyche here that dogs are scary. So, yeah, I don't really like taking my dog out when there's tons of people on the mountain. But I might, I'm open to it. Probably not. I'm gonna get some other stuff done today. But, yeah, if I go early, like tomorrow morning, if I wake up at 5:30, then that'll be good. Not too many people on the mountain then. Anyways, this is like graham cracker natural. Man, it's like honey graham crackers without the processed food crap. It's just tea. Jin Jun Mei, amazing. Really like this. What else is going on? Let me move this out of the sun. I don't like to keep my tea in direct sun. Let's see. Yeah, it's just a hot, humid day. It's a weekend here, so a lot of tourism in my little village. Cat's doing well. The dogs, I'm about to switch them over to carnivore. It's not even that much more expensive. I'm paying about $1 a day for this fancy kibble. And when you look at the ingredients, it's only like 40% actual like meat products. And that's some real crap too. So it's 60% junk and 40% kind of junk. And you know, all these dogs are getting like these diseases of modernity, these diseases of the West. You know, the grains, the carbs. I don't want to get too preachy, but yeah, these dogs are not supposed to be eating grains. So yeah, I'm gonna get my dogs on just a pure meat diet, and it's actually pretty easy. You just grab, like, you can grab a whole chicken out of the freezer and just throw it on the patio, like, and the whole chicken's a couple pounds. I mean, you could do that, you know, like a 70 pound dog probably needs like a pound a day of meat. You could just throw it like a whole chicken 3 times a week, and like, that's your dog food for the week. Just throw the dog a chicken 3 times a week. And that would be probably quite sufficient, especially if it has the organs in it. That dog would be glistening. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to do some experimentation. I have the older dog, the mother of my main battle dog. She's pretty old, and so I want her to get her kind of vitality back. It's an intervention. And yeah, so hopefully the meat diet can help these dogs. Anyways, Jin Jun Mei, really nice. It's amazing the natural sweetness that this tea produces. Really good. You can see all those trichomes dancing around in there. Yeah, really nice. Anyways, this is my rooftop here in China where I drink copious amounts of Chinese tea. Check out the dragon fruit next door. That's Holonghua, dragon fruit. It blooms these amazing large white flowers. I think just in the middle of the night you'll come out and they'll be blooming. And then the flowers die and this pink fruit emerges. It's delicious. It's native to this region, southern China. And I'd never even discovered dragon fruit until I came to China. Just like Chinese tea, it was like not even on my radar, guys. Anyways, you gotta travel. Gotta travel. Blow your mind. Change your perspective. And in some ways, like, if you've spent a couple years living out in Asia, you're probably just gonna be, I know people, and myself personally, when they go back to America, it's just like a little bit depressing. You know, especially if you're in these more affordable Asian countries. Your Thailands, your Philippines, your Vietnams, your Chinas. I mean, your standard of living just gets shredded the minute you take your modest income to America. So, yeah. Yeah, middle class in China is like broke in America. So, yeah. It really changed your perspective. You're like a lion who's been out in the wild, and you can never really go back to the zoo. Anyways. Takes some courage to leave your country. I understand that. A lot of people are, they have a lot of stories they tell themselves about why they can't do it. That's really sad. But if your situation was bad enough and your back was up against the wall, you'd be like, I gotta escape. So maybe you're not in enough pain. Maybe America's working for you if you don't really want to get a one-way ticket out of there. Anyways, I hope it is. I hope America is working for you. It can work for many people if you know what you're doing. But definitely enjoying the low cost of living out here in China. You know, growing up, I was always renting rooms in San Diego. I would pay like $500 or $600 a month to rent a room in someone else's house. Like, that's just like a bedroom. And here, same price, you get a massive 3-bedroom apartment. Now, these I get really good prices out here in the little village, and I got like a decent price. But you know, the huge standard of living bump. But yeah, you better have a way to make some money. Well, I guess you wouldn't really come here if you didn't, because the only way you'd stay here would be on a work visa. So you'd have some job probably, unless you got married, and then you better start a tea business. Anyways, hope everyone's doing well, or any other sort of export business. I mean, you know, everything's made in China, so yeah, if you want to sell some physical products, or start that nonprofit rescuing little kitties and giving them tea seeds. It's really bizarre. This cat's just sitting here with this tea seed because I planted some tea seeds over in the corner, and this cat's just kind of meditating with this tea seed. I like it. Good energy. But yeah, it's hot. It's sweaty. Look at my arm, just glistening. Look at this. Just beating up. It's like I just jumped in like a sauna. Just got out of the jacuzzi. And that's just the high humidity, high temperatures. It's pretty crazy. You can see this plant over here a little bit unhappy. Quite droopy. Yeah. But that's not going to stop me. But yeah, feel free to comment. I'd love to hear. Where are you watching from? Where are you? I'm in Shenzhen, southern China, just across the border from Hong Kong, the cheap side, as I like to say. But yeah, Hong Kong's a really cool place. And yeah, Hong Kong. Hong Kong's really, it's a really old population. And I don't know the exact numbers, but both China and Hong Kong are getting quite old. And it's just so striking in Hong Kong because everybody's walking around. You just see this like parade of elderly people walking around on the streets in Hong Kong, and you don't really see that many younger people, or at least they're not walking around. They're probably in school or something. But yeah, it's just interesting. One of these older populations, and I guess AI and automation are gonna save the day. Or usher in a nightmarish hellscape. Could go either way. But we're staying optimistic. Really nice Jin Jun Mei. Kind of want to get into this, but I should finish the Jin Jun Mei first. But yeah, someone was just asking in the Discord, because I have a Discord. Someone was like, hey, I like your leather tea mat. And that brown tea mat, I always do a dry setup. I like it more. I don't pour stuff over tea pats or anything. Although that is quite trendy. Yeah, so I use that tea mat, and someone thought it was leather, but it's actually twill denim. And I'm just about to start manufacturing that. And so I'm just kind of gathering my supplies right now. But yeah, that'll be really cool. A lot of heat coming off these coals. You can see right down in there. It's just red hot in there. Yeah, really cool. But yeah, everything's going pretty well. Yeah, look, this cat's got his face right next to that tea seed. So cute. Okay, I'm gonna just let Hoodza relax. But yeah, hot day. I'm fasting again. I like telling everybody about it. This is day 2. And it's really not going to take me that long because I'm just going down to 89 kg. It'll be 3 kg lower. Kg is 2.2 pounds. So that's like, 6.6 pounds. So I'm just dropping another 6 or 7 pounds from my last all-time low. And I think it'll take about 5 days. Or maybe 4. So maybe I'll be eating on Monday. But yeah, I found eating kind of higher fat is really kind of like, okay, I eat like really high protein, but kind of low fat for like a week. And then I fasted, and I just like wasn't ready to start that fast. I didn't really feel that good. But eating high fat, like 1 gram of fat to 1 gram of protein in your diet, like that 1-to-1 ratio. And 0 carbs. I don't even eat carbs now. Isn't that funny? 0 carbs. I don't eat any plants. I'm just trying a little bit of an elimination diet. Just eating nothing but beef and organs, beef organs. I'm trying to do this for like 3 or 4 months, and to see if I have a little bit of seborrheic dermatitis, and it's like an autoimmune thing. I've had it since I was a kid, but I'm hoping this can like clear it up. I use some topical gel on it, and that works, but I don't want to be reliant on some pharmaceutical. So I'm gonna try this just pure beef. The internet, there's like people raving about it, so I'm gonna try it. And yeah, just ribeyes, just grass-fed ribeyes from Brazil, which are only like $6 a pound out here in China. I think in America, grass-fed ribeye, you'd be paying $20 a pound. So this is like another way I can really exploit my locale here. So yeah, it's just grass-fed ribeye and organs. Beef liver, heart, stomach, tendon, kidney. And so about 800 grams of ribeye every day, and then about 100 grams of organ, and then some beef tallow. So just nothing except for beef. Just only beef protein and beef fat. And I'm going to try that for like 4 months and see if I can get this seborrheic dermatitis to go away. But yeah, I'm really liking it so far. For the past couple years, I've been doing like low carb. I've been doing like a little bit of onion, and every now and then I'll have some rice and noodles and dumplings and dim sum, and I love all that stuff. But yeah, I'm just kind of getting strict about it. Zero carb. I'll probably try to go till the end of the year and just see what that does. A lot of people on the internet are raving about the carnivore diet. So I'm gonna give it a whirl. And yeah, it seems like there's some evidence that our ancestors, were eating the megafauna, these mastodons and bison and stuff like that, large mammals. And so yeah, a lot of people have good results with autoimmune stuff. It's like the ultimate elimination diet, essentially, because like the number one food that people don't have a inflammatory reaction to is meat, and specifically ruminant meat. Ruminant meat is these animals with multi-stomach chambers. Your sheep, your cow, your elk, your buffalo. These are called ruminants. And they have like 4 chambers for their stomachs. And yeah, they're like magical, apparently, that very few, like nobody has an inflammatory reaction or autoimmune flare up to these ruminant meats. So it's like the ultimate elimination diet. I'm just trying it, and I don't know why I'm telling you about it, but I just like to share what I'm doing. But I'm also doing a lot of tea, so maybe this is an inflammatory agent, but you know what? I'm not giving it up. Tea and beef. Anyways, so yeah, I've been feeling really good on the 1 gram of fat to 1 gram of protein. So that's just like high fat, high protein, 0 carbs. And it's been working for me. But I was already doing like a ketogenic diet. And I never even like thought about it. I was just like, I like this. I never really thought it was ketogenic. And but yeah, it's like a big thing apparently. So yeah, so I've been doing a keto diet for like 2 years, and now I'm doing carnivore, which is just meat. And I'm doing like strict carnivore right now, which is like nothing else but beef and beef organs. And it's interesting. I like it. So far I like it. And it seems like it was really easy for me to slip into this fast. Like yesterday I wasn't even hungry. And before I was on high protein and I would start the fast, I'd be hungry. It seems like this fat just like coats your insides. I don't know. You know, hormones and stuff are adjusted a lot by fat. I'm just rambling. Oh, there's my alarm. Turn this off here. Oh, whoop, can't do that. Whoop, nope, nope. Okay, all right. Oh, that's my meditation alarm. Oh, this is embarrassing. Anyways, I'll probably wrap it up there, guys. Thanks so much for stopping by, and let me know in the comments what diet is working well for you. What kind of foods do you prefer? And if you could get grass-fed ribeye for $6 a pound, would you move to Asia? Anyways, I'm going to get going. Thanks so much for stopping by, guys. And I will see you tomorrow.